Hey, I started right on time. It's like right at 8:30. That's what's up. Told you I could get it done. I just started like that's the joke. I never start anything on time. Anyway, we're here. We didn't plan on any of this, but we are gonna live stream here a little bit tonight for anybody that shows up. So we'll pull up our chat box here. Those of you that are in here, possibly. There we are. Foo Killer's in here. What's going on? John's in here. He says second. All right. Well, we do have people in here. Let me skip this ad because I don't really need this. There we go. Okay. Thank you guys for joining in here tonight. We are back. It's been a while since I've live streamed. I went back and actually looked a few minutes ago, and it was actually, I guess it was March 23rd. So we went well over a month without live streaming, but that's kind of what it's kind of what we deal with sometimes. But I've been caught up in playing flag football on the weekends, so on Saturdays that's always when I've done my live stream. So I've not been, wouldn't say I haven't been able to do it, but um, I don't know. I've been coming out with a lot of content here lately, so I feel like you guys have been getting a lot of things here in the past, and in the flag football videos, I've still got two more, actually technically three more that are coming out because I've got one scheduled to release this week, and then there will be they've kind of spread out a little bit. Like when you guys watch them like live or you watch them whenever they release on release day, just know that there are a couple. They were filmed a couple weeks ago, so like they're not as accurate. I wouldn't say as accurate. I mean, they were filmed, but we did finish up flag football today. And if you want to see how we do and me not spoil it, or I could spoil it right now and nobody could care, or if you do, I don't care. I'll tell you either way. Um, if you're into that, because John says I've watched all your flag football videos, you're good at it. Well, I would say that I'm good at the editing part of it and putting the video together with music and all that. But as far as being good at it, I mean, I'm not the best, but I did have a pretty good game today, I will say. It was a lot of fun playing. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are liking that, and hopefully next year we can bring this back next spring, and that can be something we do year to year. I used to do it on I used to at least vlog when I would have flag football games in college. I wasn't really able to film those at the time, but now we've got a little bit of an access to film a little bit of that, and it's been very successful for us, I think, and it's been a lot of fun to put those videos together. There's a lot of stuff I have to cut out for the time. I wouldn't even really say time restriction, but there's really no time restriction. If I wanted to put the entire 40 minutes in there, I could do it. But I just figured you guys didn't want to see every bit of that. However, I have thought about putting the entire uncut, stream, or like the video itself, like on Patreon, and making that like an exclusive or something. I don't know. It's something I've thought about. As far as things that you guys are going to be seeing here in the future, this week, I was making a clicking noise with this paperclip thing. I need to stop making noise. This week, I am coming out with a new series. It's actually a podcast that I've created. It's called the Homegrown Football Podcast. You may have heard of this. I may have talked about it in the last live stream. It's not really a traditional podcast in the way that you would, like have the podcasting app and it'd be on iTunes or something like that. It's not like that, but pretty much it's me in front of this camera talking to you guys. So and it's about football. It's about coaching football. So that's what homegrown football is. So that's going to be coming out this Tuesday. I've got my first official, I guess you'd say, podcast coming out, and then there'll be another one next Tuesday. I think my release day on those is going to be Tuesdays, and then every other kind of video is going to be like a Thursday. If I can make more videos, I'll make more videos and put them out. But like right now, I'm just trying to figure out like what exactly I want to. I'm trying to venture off into different content. So I'm trying all kinds of different things. I'm trying coaching stuff. I've got some more top 5 videos lined up. We are going to be kind of revisiting some of those top 5s. We'll definitely go back and talk about the probably the. I wanted to redo the running back one. I wouldn't say redo it, but like make an updated version. Get some new gear, talk about some new updated things that we can mention. That'll be something to kind of look forward to in the summer. That's probably my big project for the summer. I literally just saw a hair fly in front of my face. There's like a cat hair, it just like wafted over here, and I saw it. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, let's see if you guys are chatting anymore, because it looks like we're not very active tonight. I can't. Let's see, live chat. Yes, there we go. Anyway, so that's kind of some things that have happened here and come out. So I don't really have some other things that I was going to mention to you guys. We are kicking off Patreon once again. We're going to have more on Patreon. I do plan on posting some more on Patreon. And there's some stuff that the main thing that we'll look at is kind of, I want to add just a little bit to it. Right now, I've only got 3 tiers. I've got a $1 tier that gets you access to a couple of exclusive vlogs. And that would also be like if we do those videos, like we do those, $1, if you support me with $1, you get like all these uncut videos. If you want that, I don't know. I may try to come up with some exclusive Patreon related things. There's only 5 different Patreon only posts. That's not much to that. And then I've got like an athlete resource center, which I don't have much on right now, but my main thing is my football subscription box, which is going to be $45 a month. It is down in price. I basically just made 1 subscription box this year and not 2. So there's only 1 type of subscription box, and we'll I'll kind of and I am going to post more on that and talk about what this year is going to kind of contain with that. Sports fan asks, do you got any tips on moving from linebacker to lineman? I'm guessing we're talking about defensive line. I would say as far as tips on moving from that position to the other, is the defensive line requires you to read like a linebacker would read a key. But as far as the defensive line, I think it's easier than the linebacker key because the guy is so close to you. So all you have to do is read his hip and in trail. If he goes away, if he comes to you, then you block, and or you block destruct and get into your gap. So, moving to linebacker. Moving to linebacker from lineman. Okay, I see what you mean there. Well, the thing is with that, even moving to linebacker, depending on what level we're talking about here, as far as like, if we're talking about like high school football, or there's a difference there. Say if it's like youth or something like that. But my suggestion is that you're going to have to be involved more. As a lineman, you were involved in the run game a lot more, but as a linebacker, you're going to have to also be involved in the passing game. So make sure you're keyed up on all your passing rules going into 9th grade. Yeah, so you're going to need to make sure you're good on your coverage, and whatever that coverage is. you'll need to make sure that you're good on that stuff, because as a linebacker, you're going to be asked to drop into coverage, either as a man defender or a zone defender. So just make sure you're good on all that stuff. Things that I'd work on, um, especially if you want to get some interceptions. You might work on, kind of dropping to a zone, having somebody throw you a football, and kind of picking off some things in like kind of like the hook curl zone. Um, and you guys are welcome to, post any questions that you have. Um, Jordan Allen says, "Yo, JC Foster. I don't know. Favorite NFL team? I don't. I get this question all the time. I guess I'm just gonna have to come up with a favorite team. I've always liked the Packers pretty well. Kind of have enjoyed watching the Packers over many years. So I've just always liked the players they've had around. Um, I'm nowhere near like an NFL team. Like I have a favorite college team. I like the Arkansas Razorbacks, but I'm not. I don't live in a state that has NFL. So the things that people like around here, they're either a Cowboys fan or they're either a Chiefs fan or something like that. Sports fan asks, how do you get faster? Doing some speed training over the summer, and kind of working on speed and agility. Speed and agility just go together. So if you work on your agile speed, moving lateral, like moving side to side quicker, footwork means a lot. That's kind of the main one that I think of. And I've got some speed work on my Patreon here that I've at least shared before, I think. Anyway, yeah, it's on here. There's some different things I can show you as far as like working out. And I might be able to share it on here with you. If you'll remind me, I'll put that up here. Jordan Allen asked, how come a lot of people don't watch you more? I think I'm just a smaller channel. I've kind of been rising here lately, at least within the past year or so. And I think it really happened when I changed my name I'd say it all started then. And then we kind of just stayed consistent, from all of this. And I mean, I know people. I've actually, when I was doing football videos here, I know football was just getting started, and he was asking me for help on, like a couple things. Not really help, but was asking my suggestions on things. So I've been around a long time. I just didn't, other people have surpassed me. I've been doing this since 2010, as far as like having football or some kind of related video on my channel. From this, and I've always had this one channel here, which is crazy. We've been around that long, even. What's Patreon? Patreon is a sort of like it's like a crowdfunding kind of site, meaning where people can support you, and through Patreon you can get perks and different things for supporting someone. So like a common Patreon thing is like, especially like big YouTubers, like they might be, oh, if you donate $1, like I'll give you a special shout out or something. Or you pay like a little bit more and then maybe you get something out of that. That's kind of what we do. Is we pay, like the main thing that I sell here on Patreon is a football subscription box. It is a monthly subscription box that shows up once a month, and it's got football gear in it. It's got, different supplements, and we've put energy bars in there. Cat, get out of my way. Then, that's kind of the main thing that I sell on here is, the subscription box. But I've also got like, some access to some vlogs. So, like, yeah, you do technically have to pay to watch some of those videos. Like it's $1, and it's something we started. there's not really much to it right now. Um, you know, it's just something I started this year. So, um, well, thanks for calling me handsome, but I'm taken. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not wearing my wedding ring, unfortunately. So, I'm sorry, Amber. Um, um,
I got you.
yeah, I'm married. I've been married for almost a year now. Crazy enough, 11 months. Because next June, chicks stick the belly. um, well, that threw me off. Yeah, Patreon's kind of a, I don't beg people to join Patreon. It's not something that I live and breathe on. I, I don't think I said the saying right, but um, yeah, I just I got into it last year. I wanted to do like a subscription box. It's something a football subscription box for athletes is something that I've had this idea of for forever. And Patreon was like the one thing that I could do to kind of make that dream happen. And so far, I've only had one person sign up for it last year. So hopefully, if this year we can get two, that would be great. That's really all um, offense or defense. I prefer defense. Honestly, like that's kind of the when I think about defense, I would say that that'd be my preference. I think the offensive guys have it too easy, to be honest. I think you got to work hard on defense. I kind of like the grind. I like the struggle on defense. The game is not set up for the defense, but if you make enough plays on defense, you can be successful. So I think there's a lot there, to kind of look at. So, like I said, there's just some different things to kind of different things to look at with it. Like I said, it's not something that I like push on people or anything, but if it's something that interests you in that way, like to having a football subscription box, I'm not like I said, if I had it, um, like I would enjoy it, but there's just certain things. Like I get that some people can't afford that. So if it gets big and we kind of get more people into it, will the price drop down? Probably so. We'll get the price to drop down a little bit because that's usually the thing that gets people. Like $45 a month is kind of a lot, but like I said, you can talk to some people that have used it before. So some different things here. I've got, like I said, for those of you that are kind of following along with the channel, we've got some new videos coming up soon. My video schedule as of this moment here, we're going to do our podcast episodes on Tuesdays as of right now. We have been kind of making Tuesday the upload day. Yes, I can put a link in for Patreon here. You'll give me a second here. I'll put that in there. Let me for Patreon here. Do that real quick. But yeah. So there's Patreon. And like I said, that's where we're at with this. Video schedule, everything right now, podcast wise, is coming out, like I said, on Tuesday. Everything's going to be releasing at 6 p.m. I just kind of put that as just a general, time. But once those videos go up, I do have scheduled here for this Thursday another flag football vlog. So I think you guys I think you guys will enjoy that one as well. But then after that, we've got two. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we have two more coming after that. So a total of 5. It's actually will be like 5 total videos worth of flag football. So I think that's more than I could have ever asked for. So that's kind of what we have been looking for. Anyway, I've been really excited about the flag football. It's been a lot of fun here. That's kind of been where we're at. It's been fun to been. I've basically been playing ever since we did that spring break vlog, and that video came out much later than it should have. But I've been playing for a while now, and that's kind of bulked up the channel quite a bit. As far as everything else goes, I think you guys. Did you see your mom's text? I've got the computer pulled up, so I figured you might not get that. I'm gonna see if I have any other questions. I posted on Instagram to send me like questions. I'll answer them on here. It's probably not as relevant to do it that way, but we're gonna try it anyway because 33 people have seen it. I've got someone that did leave a response from Instagram. How can I learn the rules of football super quickly? I would say, as far as learning the rules of football super quickly, I think the easiest thing to do would probably be just to watch a game on TV and kind of just see how the game, plays through, understand the points, understand down and distance, and just the importance of that. There's a lot of rules that a lot of a lot of us that live and breathe football would probably understand. But to someone that doesn't know much about football, you might be. I think watching a game would be probably the fastest way. Some people might say like playing Madden or something like that might be easy, but if it's someone that's not interested in that side of like video games or something, because some people aren't, but that is what it is. I like I said, I think that's the quickest way to learn football. At least just knowing, maybe to be where you could at least have a conversation with somebody about football. So, all right. So I have a question here from Hattie that says, should I take creatine every day or weight gainers every day? I really don't feel qualified to answer that question. I don't feel. I don't know. I would. I don't want to give you advice on that question. I'm not knowledgeable on that one. So I do know. So I do know of one person that would be knowledgeable. His name. Let me find him real quick and get you to his channel here on YouTube, and he would be able to probably tell you whether to take creatine or weight gainers. The channel name, if I remember correct, it's like Campbell Fitness. Campbell. Like I'll just put it down here. He used to watch my channel all the time. That's the channel name, Campbell Fitness, or Brandon Campbell is his name. He's got like 190,000 subscribers. he's always done videos like that. So, like I said, he's a good one to look at. He's got stuff on dieting, got a lot of stuff on food and stuff like that. So, and as far as I remember, I think he used to do stuff on like protein and creatine. So, like I said, that's kind of a good person to look at in that way. So he does a lot of stuff on weightlifting. If you're into that kind of stuff, that might be somebody to look at. So he's a pretty good YouTuber. And like I said, we've actually, I've not talked to him in a long time, but he was always fun to see around on my channel a lot. So he used to watch my videos. Like he stumbled upon me, I guess, for like some of the Under Armour videos I used to do. So Sports fan asked position rules about flags. Also position rules about flags. We're talking about flag football, I'm guessing. I might have missed something here. Maybe. I don't know. You may have to give me a little bit more description there on that one. But flag football, as far as the flag football that we've been playing here on the channel, we've been doing this 5-on-5, and 5-on-5 has been a lot of fun. And what they did, and I think this was smart, was that you take the football field, and we only play from like hash to sideline, so we're playing on like 2/3 of the field. And it actually cuts down on running. It shortens the field down a little bit to where it kind of fits 10 people inside that area. And we only play from like 45 yards going to the end zone. So oh, okay. I see what's going on.
Did you see Jordan's question?
Oh yes. Is the VetX mouth guard good? I've not tried the VetX mouth guard. I know that it was essentially, it was the lip protector mouth guard for a long time before Shock Doctor and Battle really got a hold of that and just ran with it and have been very successful with it. So I don't know if I don't know if anybody still uses them. Maybe they're making a comeback. I don't know, but that's kind of something I've not heard of in a long time. So anyway, that's kind of that's what that's what I know about it. I don't know as much. I've had more background with those Shock Doctor and Battle mouth guards. Yeah, and I have heard that NFL players use them that way. So I don't know if that's like something standard with the NFL that they just use those, but they've been around for a long time. So that's Cat. Why are you here? Okay. Jordan W. There's a couple of Jordans in here. Couple of Jordans in here. What do you teach? I teach AP and pre-AP biology. So it's kind of a weird thing you probably wouldn't expect. I think some of you probably should realize that I'm a football coach. So that's kind of that's something that I guess a lot of people that get to my channel, they just assume that I play football. It is true that I've played football. Obviously, If you've been around the channel long enough, you know I played in college. You should know, I've been playing flag football for a couple of years now. And then now I'm just like, a coach or whatever, and I obsess over that. And so I don't do chemistry or anything like that. Chemistry is pretty hard. I liked chemistry in high school, but I didn't major in any of that stuff. Do you like anime? No. The cat typed in something when he walked across the keyboard. Of course he did. Let's see if we've got any more questions here. You guys are welcome to leave your questions on all this stuff. Trying to see. If you guys don't follow my Instagram, you should. There's a lot of good stuff on the Instagram. Cat, you're bothering me, dude. I thought for a while I wanted to try to teach chemistry, but I kind of got out of it. And I was actually for my previous job that I had, they were needing me to teach like physical science, and the only way here that you can get physical science is to take physics, and so physics was its own monster. Do your students like you? Yeah, they like me. I only have like probably. Cat, you're really annoying. Good God. Yeah, they like me. I'm pretty tough on them though, so I'm pretty demanding. But they seem to like me pretty much. Do they know about your channel? Surprisingly, yes. I have no idea how people find me, but I guess if you have like 3 million total views on your channel, like you're going to get seen somehow. I don't know if that number is accurate. Maybe it's not 3 million, but it's well over 1 million. I know, like, as far as like total upload views, I mean, I don't know how, like, this is what's crazy is like, I've had 2 jobs. I've had 2 teaching jobs. My first job, someone had figured out who I was, basically, in like 2 years, they figured out who I was, and I don't even know. And what was funny was there was a kid that was coming out for football, and so like he started like watching videos on YouTube about football, and then all of a sudden stumbles upon me, and then I played on our football team the next year, and like approached me one day, and he's like, "Hey, are you UA Reviews?" And I was like, "Yeah." And it's not the first time that's ever happened. I was like shopping one day at a mall, and someone just approached me, and they asked me if I was UA Reviews, and I was like, "Yeah." I'm at 2.3 million views. That's crazy. That's No, that was okay, but it's always been at a school. That was the thing. Like I was also during that time. I want to say I was like out at a when I was in college. We have for teaching. You got to go out to all the public schools, and so there's like a huge junior high that we went to, and had to like teach at a couple times just for like my college classes. And I mean, this school had thousands of kids. It felt like, and at least probably like it was like a small. And then I knew it was some kid that saw me in there because I figured out where it was from, and then it all made sense then. Um, but then this year, or not this year, but the previous year, someone had just all of a sudden, like I started getting like on my Instagram, I started getting all these people following my not my personal, but um, my YouTube Mr. Football Coach Instagram, basically my Mr. Football Instagram, and like found all these people, and I was like, because I recognized their names, like their screen name on Instagram or whatever. And then it just started, and and they actually had it was really weird. Like nobody really said much to me, Like I have walked out in front of a crowd and heard Mr. Football, like coming from the crowd. Like I have heard that. So, and even on my desks, I have these lab desks in my classroom where the kids sit at and, do their stuff. And so like they're sitting there and I'm sitting there looking at the desk one day when they're not in there. And there's always been like crap written all over those desks because they're just wooden desks. People have wrote on for years. And I saw like Mr. Football scribbled in a couple of them. So, my my players or whatever, they know who I am. They know my online presence. Um, it used to bother me. It used to make me want to quit YouTube because I just didn't want people to associate that with me. And I wanted to have like, a separation from my actual coaching to what I do online. But pretty much now that's just not going to happen. Like I said, do you like that they know? I don't know how. I've heard that some of them watch them, they watch them religiously, and like it. But I don't know how. I mean, several have told me that they're subscribed and they watch them when they come out. So I don't know. There's no way I can really, and they don't ever tell me either. So I have no idea. Yeah, it was a very awkward day when I first figured out, like at my first real teaching job, that the coaches were watching it too, and it was funny. And they know, but like that's the thing is like they've never approached me about it. So like I don't know. I don't know if anybody really understands it. I don't even know if I understand it. There's some questions I missed on here. Jordan Allen asks, when are you going to start 2019 football reviews? That's a good question. I do have a couple of ideas as far as what we're going to do for 2019. And I saw a question up here earlier I didn't get to from Jordan Allen as well about the Nike Superbad 4.5s. I am considering looking at the 4.5s. I just don't know how different they are compared to the 4s. I do have some 4s. I want those to probably be in our running back video that we're going to do, talking about maybe, like talking about the top 5 gear for running backs. I've got some new things to add into that series. I don't know if we're going to go through and do all the positions like we did. Maybe we won't do them as close as I did all the original ones, but I would like to update those because that video is now 2 years old this July. So I think it needs to be updated. I still make a lot of money on that one video, which is crazy. I make several bucks a month just on one video that blew up for my channel and probably has gotten me to 7,000. People either like it or hate it. Like, and that's the thing on those top 5s. I want to do more top 5 videos, but I'm just trying to, get my feet wet with some other things. But I want to start looking at the new football reviews. Probably, if I had a goal, I might want to review like 2 or 3 things. I'm not going to go crazy with it. But I at least want to have, some content for you guys on something new. Might go for something a little different than say what everybody else is doing. Jordan Allen asks, should I get a Riddell power back plate if I'm a tight end or defensive end? I think you should. For tight end, you can use it. For defensive end, it's a good pick as well. So that's a good little thing to have for that position. I'm pretty sure the back plate made it in for both top 5 videos I did on tight ends and the highly awaited defensive end video that took nearly a year to come out. Yeah, it is very hard to, like my wife said there, it's hard to review those high price items outside of football season. But if this was consistent year round, and maybe it will when we start getting into like the football coaching side of this, because I've been coaching football now. I'm going into my 6th season this year. The 2019 season will be my 5th to 6th year. So that'll be pretty interesting maybe see if we can get this monetary gain throughout the year and see if we can get people. There's like a huge drop off in like views per day when you compare like what it's like in August and September, when people are like watching all kinds of stuff on football. They're learning about football. They're figuring out the cleats or whatever. And I saw the word cleats there pop up. I'm sorry, sports fan. About the Addy 07. Let me take a look at those. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not as keyed up on the cleats as I used to be. I think the 7 would be good for linebackers. It's sort of a mid-style cleat. I think it would be, if I'm looking at the 5-star 7.0. I think that'd be a good one. Like I said, those are. I've not really, like I said, I've not been doing much football wise as far as like finding new gear. It's just kind of not the time for it, but it'll be coming soon. Yeah, we're, you know, my wife's savage, okay? Like, if y'all are gonna say stuff like this, like, I mean, I get that it's not bad in some light, but we're just not gonna accept it. Um, so that's kind of why, because we've had trouble with this before, and people have said a lot worse things, but just know that like this is why I have a moderator. Um, so that's what happens. And there might not be anybody left on the stream, but that's okay. We're not gonna, act a fool in here. We don't like stuff like that, and I'm being completely honest. Like we're not into that. We take offense to some things, so that's just what it is. So that's why we put people in timeout, which is probably the best thing to do. Thank you. Telling you, the moderator hits. It's not good. As far as gear going into next season, there's I've not really got into like there's a lot of stuff that's coming out and whatnot. I'm not really sure on everything that we're kind of looking at for next season. I would love to review a lot of this stuff for you guys. I'm kind of looking to probably do like a good review on like a pair of gloves, something like that. Maybe I don't really know else. I mean, there's some different things I've noticed over the years that I've kind of wanted to, take a little review at and so forth. So there's all kinds of stuff that we're always looking at and trying to, find new things. I've really enjoyed reviewing mouth guards here in the last year. That's been a lot of fun here. Those have been kind of fun to kind of find and collect, I guess you'd say. Ooh, we can shop by color. That's cool. I always like when you can shop by color. So our flag football team, we've been blue, but obviously the season's over as of today. But I was just gonna kind of look and see what they had. I don't know if we'll be blue next year, but I was just looking here. Yeah. It's hard to find some things in certain colors, but actually they have quite a bit here. I'm actually shopping on Dick's Sporting Goods. They're probably one of my favorite places to look as far as football gear. I probably don't go there as much. Where I say I probably don't go, I just don't, because the Dick's Sporting Goods we have is so far away from us. It takes hours to get there, so it's not somewhere where we can just like pack up and go one day. You almost have to be going through that area. But I think I'm gonna find myself down there here not too long from now. I have gotten I have gotten places to send me stuff. Last year, well, actually, yeah, it was last summer. Grip Boost sent me a new pair. They sent me a pair of their stealth gloves, and those were awesome. Um, I use those exclusively through flag football, and that was like the best thing. Those gloves are to me like, and I just saw someone on Instagram saying like they were probably like the best for your budget, and that's so true. Like they're awesome. Um, you know, the grip always returns. I mean, I would say I'm going to get a lot of use out of those here in the coming future. But those were awesome by far. Some of the best gloves I've gotten. Um, well, no more. Well, the flag games have, as of today, we finished up our last game. So, God, this is ridiculous. Just ban all these people because it's obviously something. I wonder if it's spam.
Probably. You've been on long enough. I figure you're hitting the live stream thing where it recommends people to your channel.
Well, that's fine, but God, it's just like it's annoying at this point. So, thanks for keeping up with that, though. But like I said, I'm looking to, if there's something like you guys want me to like review, if there's something that you're interested in, like go ahead and put that down there. If like there's something you'd like for me to look into, even if it's crazy, we can still look at it in some way. Um, I'm good with looking at anything. We don't really do a lot of helmets or anything like that. Um, I have reviewed shoulder pads before, looked into stuff like that. Um, this is ridiculous.
I got it. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking. There's let's see, I'm trying to think about what I even just said, but yeah, if there's something like you guys want me to review, definitely put it up and we can, take a look at it at least. I can talk about it. I might even have some personal experience about it, or have seen it in person or something like that. But yeah, I'm really looking into trying to find some new things. Like I would love to review a couple things for you guys. Um, and it's always great in the summer. I always enjoy looking for things. Um, during this time of the year when it all starts to kind of come out. So I always just enjoy finding the new gloves and looking at some stuff. We looked at we did a top 5 video on football gloves for 2018, and I think that one was a pretty good one. I liked doing that one. I got some good gloves out of it. So there was some different ones to look at that. I was wanting to know how many people we had in the stream because it's only said that I've had one up here. I don't know if something's wrong with my YouTube app on my iPad here, but it just says I've had one. I don't know if that just means that I'm the only person like in the chat on this Google Hangout or something, but I can see on here that I have 3 viewers. So I'm going to make sure I've got it on live chat so I can see everything here. Okay, it says 4 now. Yeah. Okay. I was just curious to know on all this stuff. But yeah, if you guys, I'm probably and Shock Doctor sent me a bunch of stuff last year. And I only did probably 2 videos from all the stuff they sent me. But I know I definitely got to talk about that mutant mouth guard. I've never gotten to actually reviewing that. So that'll be something I'll look into as well. because they're coming out with some new stuff as well on Shock Doctor. Actually, these live streams are great because you guys get me talking about football, and then I get excited about maybe reviewing some new things for you guys, and kind of looking at some different things. Like there's some cool stuff that Shock Doctor puts out, and they sent me a ton of stuff last year. And I hope, if they send me something cool again, like I'm gonna be all about that. Like that's gonna be fun. If they send some more mouth guards. Let's see. I'm a big fan of these chrome mouth guards that they put out. They're really neat. And I don't know, I'm tempted to do like a video with them, like against Battle, and like, because Battle's, Battle Sports, they've gotten big over here. Oh, wow. What are these? Exclusive. Hold on. We got to enter. Sign up for a chance to win custom backplate plus $200 shopping spree. Enter your email. Heck yeah. Let's do it right now. Enter my email. All right, so they got some cool backplates. This is cool. I wonder if these are like going to be coming out or something. It's just more crap that we're going to have to review and possibly give away. Now, like, here's what I don't get. I don't know if you guys have seen. Oh, we don't know who Shock Doctor is? Oh man. Shock Doctor. They've been around for a long time. And they pretty much have always made they've made mouth guards for they've been around forever. Do I play Fortnite or other video games? I did play Fortnite for like 3 days and then gave it up. But we enjoy Resident Evil. We've really enjoyed that. The new game that came out with that was awesome. So, and then Battle vs. Shock Doctor. Those are our our two mouthguard competitors that we will talk about sometimes on here. I did a video on what I preferred, and I think that is really that's when Shock Doctor saw me or whatever, and then they sent me like 5 mouth guards to review. So I definitely have a little bit there towards Shock Doctor. I love their stuff. And at first I really didn't know what I felt about a lot of their stuff, but as I started to see a lot of theirs, I just liked it. And their stuff's awesome. Battle, they're getting into more of the clothing line, which I don't really care about. The thing is like Shock Doctor has always been more of like protective gear, and Battle's like that swaggy cousin they have. Because they're all about that flash, it feels like. But the thing, like, they have a Battle mouth guard that's like pink and blue that's literally like a pacifier. And it's almost hilarious in the fact that like these mouth guards that we review all the time and talk about, and they're so popular in football right now that they literally have a binky mouth guard. And I'm like, first of all, it looks ridiculous in my opinion. But it wouldn't surprise me if like I saw it on my players this year. I don't know. Like they had like one with like a spinner. They had like a spinner mouth guard where I guess it looks like it's like spinners on like some rims. And I was tempted to try that out because I was like, does it actually spin? Like if you blow through it, like is it gonna spin? Like nobody's actually ever told me if that is like what I was actually talking about. Like, am I actually onto something? So, like I said, I don't know. I've not seen it in stores. Otherwise, I probably would have. $24. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I. You want the Binky mouth guard? We can give it away on this channel. We can give it away easy. But they've got some cool like custom back plates. It's like they've got a 1 of 1 exclusive black backplate giveaway. I don't know if that's like. Okay, so let's figure this out. So I put it in there. Okay, so this is what's crazy. So they have a grand prize of 1 backplate and then a $200 shopping spree from a sponsor. The grand prize includes one backplate of winner's choosing from the 10 being given away, and then you get a shopping spree, and then they have 9 other winners that will be chosen at random on the remaining 9 backplates. So they have like these 10 custom backplates that are really cool. Y'all just probably find it. The Binky mouth guard, it's on Battle. I'll give you the exact name of it real quick. It just says Battle Binky. I think that's all it really is. So I doubt I win this, but I've also won crazier things before. So did you look it up?
The idea of it.
You could imagine what it is. There's like a little ring on it or whatever. Yeah, it's for real. Well, I saw it on Instagram a while back, and I was like, that can't be. And I was like, who am I even kidding with? Like, I know Battle. Like, they're gonna do what they do. So, but I get it. Like, they're really trying to step into this world like this. So it is what it is. I mean, they're gonna make money either way, and people are gonna buy their stuff. So that's how it works. I feel like. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at this point as far as like I said, we'll review some things over the summer. We'll see some new things pop up that'll kind of lead to some reviews. And what's great now is like it's kind of to that point now where pretty much we're going to start to see football coming out kind of exclusively here. So those are, just some different things to look at. We'll have more stuff on, a lot of the gear that's coming out. We'll definitely have some videos to talk about a lot of the stuff. That's just kind of where we're at. I just like to look at, all the different things that are coming out year to year, try to find new things for us to review. There's, all kinds of things that we could look at. I really enjoy looking at a lot of this stuff. Like I like looking at I think it's cool that they have Jordan football gear. I think that's pretty cool. Obviously, there's a couple of college teams that have Jordan gear. I think that's pretty neat. I just try to look at some brands here and see what all they have. Well, besides all the people being weird, it's been a pretty good live stream. Really enjoyed talking to you guys about a lot of this stuff. Kind of got me back into it. I'm going to sit in here tonight and finish editing some videos. So I've got another flag football video to add to today, and and finishing up editing the last one, and got some videos to come out for the future. So, and hopefully, and maybe I can film some too, because I definitely need to film some more football content for you guys and get some different things out to you. So that's kind of my goal right now is to get some of that out. I guess we haven't reviewed any visors here lately, but I've still got to do that Under Armour. You know, I've still got to do that Under Armour visor. I've not done that, unfortunately. It's something I need to get into, because that was a good find last year. People always enjoy visor videos. They always seem to really like looking at either the unboxing or the install of it, or like a really unique visor. Those always seem to be very popular. Jay and Dr. Yeet. I feel like I've seen Dr. Yeet in a couple of comments. What's going on, guys? Kind of liking some of the stuff Under Armour's coming out with as far as their football cleats go. They look pretty clean. They don't look too flashy. Like the highlights for this year look pretty decent. Velocity is in here. So we got some different people jumping in here now, kind of nearing the end of the live stream. Probably not going to be on here for much longer. We're going to probably look into, maybe looking at jumping off here in a little bit. We have been live streaming here for about an hour. So, if we can get an hour in here and there, I think that's good, because it's something that we haven't done in a while. It's been well over a month since we did any type of football live stream with you guys, or just a live stream in general. Velocity, people think I love games, but my life is all about football. Me too, brother. Me too. All about football. That's why I play flag football on the weekends. Play it for the game. Yeah, it's awesome. But it's at the point now where we finished up our season today. If you guys are new to my channel or whatever, make sure you subscribe. And we've got plenty of videos to come here in the next few weeks. We're finishing up all of my flag football videos. So all of the game film that we filmed of those, like they're essentially vlogs. But I think you guys will really enjoy everything that we've done with those. It's been a lot of fun making those videos, and editing them is so fun. I really enjoy doing all the editing on those. They're just it's so fun to go through and tag up some music with them, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. But that's just what I really enjoy. So I don't know. I've had a lot of fun doing that. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching all this stuff, because I know sometimes a lot of the things I get from you guys is just simply just helping me out in that way. Making making these videos, it does mean a lot, when you guys leave comments and all that. So anyway, I think if you guys have any final questions, go ahead and leave those, and then we'll kind of get off here, and just let me know if you've got any final questions here before we, because this kind of is what's pretty much been the main part of this, is kind of having a live stream here about some question and answers. Dog or cat? We did have a dog at one point, but right now we have 2 cats. And one of those cats was just walking across the keyboard not too long ago. So, yeah, the cats, they always seem to come after, all of us, and we're in here. That's good. They can stay in there and stay asleep, but yeah, I'm kind of done with them, to be honest. Like, I'm just ready for them to. They always seem like when I go in here and do videos, they just get in here and just they just meow at me, and like I'm sitting here trying to like do videos, and I don't know. That's crazy now that they've come up with like. I was actually looking on Green Gridiron's website, and they've come out with like Speed Flex Authentic like NFL helmets. Those are pretty cool. They basically have like nearly every option. They're like, gosh, those helmets now cost on there. They cost more than the Speed Flex itself. That's crazy. We reside here in Arkansas. Sports fan asked, do you like baseball or any other sports? I've been coaching baseball now for 2 years. And it's not bad. I've kind of enjoyed, the ball and bat sports quite a bit. And I mean that by I also coached softball a couple years back. Yeah, I would say, yeah, I pretty much, if I could do football year round, I would do football year round. But that's not just, I can't do that. So, I have to pretty much just stick to uh, whatever I kind of get assigned to, and just go with it that way. It's not a bad thing, but I do enjoy football more. And yeah, I don't have any other sports like, because you coach these sports, and you know obviously you want to coach something you enjoy, but sometimes you don't have the choice to, you kind of have to do things sometimes you don't want to do. So anyway, that's some different things to kind of look at there. Like I said, I really enjoyed talking to you guys, here tonight, and it's been a lot of fun to kind of sit back and just talk about whatever. I'm just, like I said, I'm just kind of looking here. Like I said, if you guys don't have any more questions, what do you think football's meant for one family, or your opinion? Um, Meant for one family. Um, I mean, I'm not really sure on the question. What do you think football's meant for like one family, or like the whole family? Or I mean, I think football is meant for everyone. I mean, it's like any other sport, There's, yeah, we can react to them. I can take a look at their film. Maybe give them a little shout out or something. That's something that we used to do here on the live stream quite a bit. So y'all are welcome to put your huddle highlight link, and I'll take a look at it and show it up here on the screen up here. So something I was thinking about there, but yeah, we'll look at that. It's something I used to just have. I would, if you ever if you have one, you can send it on Instagram and direct message me. I might not get to it right away, but probably the easiest way you know, to like leave a huddle highlight would be, you know, just to mention it here on the live stream. We usually, you know, answer everything that comes across the stream. You know, we're kind of a smaller channel to where we can actually do that. So we can take a look at some of that stuff. If we're not doing a live stream, or if we're not doing like a giveaway live stream, people just, you know, people don't show up. Like, it's not that that's a bad thing, because I enjoy anybody that shows up. Like, it's fun just to get in here, you know, and talk with you guys and answer questions. Like, that's what I enjoy. So am I gonna have to find this on Huddle? Let's see. I think. Okay, I think I found it here. 8th grade season highlights, I'm guessing. Tyrell Trevino. Let me link that Discord. I'm gonna look at this highlight tape, and then we're probably gonna get off here. Discord's not been popping lately. Like, I would love to have, you know, more people like involved in my Discord, but I've really just I don't know what we're gonna have to do to make that happen. But let me invite some people here, and you guys that are in here right now, sports fan, you can get on there if you've got Discord. But let's take a look here at Tyrell Trevino. Hopefully I'm saying that in the right accent, maybe. Okay, here I am. Let's see here. Okay. Well, we got somebody in the Discord. That's good. Thank you. Thank you. That's always what we want. We always want to see. And like, I've got stuff that, like, you know, people can, you know, react to on there. I mean, there's you know, just different things. But thank you, Jay, for joining the server. That's awesome. You know, definitely. Okay. Okay. I'm really okay. Hopefully you guys can see this now. Please don't be like an ad. I don't want it to monetize anything. I want to turn the music down because I don't want to get demonetized. Because I knew there would be an ad. So here's our classic ad for someone that dips and uses tobacco. So don't dip, kids. Okay. So he's number 1 quarterback and running back. Okay. So there he is. It's a good play, making something out of nothing, I will say. That's good. Good breakaway speed. Get a little 4-minute highlight here. Playing running back. That's awesome. It's good stuff. You know, we should do a video on, you know, like how to make your highlight tapes and whatnot. I mean, there's some stuff I like about this. You know, I mean, it's just showing some good stuff. I think Huddle's great because you can, like, you know, share your highlights, and, you know, you can get people to follow you and so forth. I think it's Pretty cool. So sports fans, he's in this. So he's number 54. I'll be looking out for 54. That's awesome. Have to give him a shout out and say we watched his video on here. We watched his highlights, so it's good stuff here. Little toss play, okay. I guess he plays quarterback too, or an offensive guard, okay. Man, are y'all playing in Florida? And there, this is like I don't know. Are those trees native to Texas? I have no idea. It's like y'all in Florida. I mean, I guess I saw it was Texas. I don't know. I'm telling you, like this right here is crazy because I'm like looking up here at these bleachers. Like there are some small colleges here in Arkansas that don't even have bleachers like that. Like that's crazy. That's just Texas. That's just Texas. Football's king in Texas. That's just what it is. So yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Are you streaming on Android? Well, I'm not streaming on. I don't know. Yeah, this is an iMac, so we're streaming on that. Or I guess it's talking to Jaden. I'm sure there's like something with the internet and my stream. I'm sure this isn't coming in clear. I'm sure, that's what it is. But all right, so let's see. Is he going to return the punt for a TD? Yes, in fact, he is. Okay. I figured that was coming. Nice. Nice. Oh, so now we're playing quarterback. All right. I was looking for 40, or what was your number? I was trying to look, oh, number 54. Okay. I was looking for 54 on that one. Yeah, I'll say this guy, he's gosh, a good athlete. I mean, versatile in that you can, if you got and now he passes. Oh, wonderful. Yep, he can do it all. I'll say this: we don't have, we don't have near the athletes that like Texas does. I mean, we got athletes, but specifically, we don't really have a whole lot of people that play football. So that's kind of our, because when you're in Texas, like everybody like you either play football or you don't. I feel like that's kind of the main thing. So anyway, that was the highlight. So thank you guys thank you, I guess, sports fan, for sharing that. That was awesome to kind of go and view that. So, and that's crazy. It's just like middle school football, we sure don't look like that in middle school football, but that's cool. That is cool. Guys, it's been a fun live stream. I want to thank you guys for being in here tonight and watching all this and staying here to the end. That's awesome. So I feel like a lot of you guys might be a little bit new to the channel, so make sure you're subscribed. I don't know when we're going to live stream next. Maybe we'll do it next. Hopefully, we'll just put it out there as in we will look at next week. We'll look. I knew that I should have hidden him earlier. We'll look later. I'll just go ahead and say now. We'll probably live stream next Saturday. So, just kind of be looking out for Saturday in the live stream. So, like I said, be sure to check out these videos that are coming out Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, they're going to release at 6 o'clock Central Time. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. And once I can turn this off, I will stop the live stream. So, okay, here we go. All right, see you guys.